Hello and welcome to Python Programming for Beginners. In this video, we will solve a challenge using Karel the Robot. Let me tell you a little about myself. My name is Devraj Agarwal. I'm an experienced software professional with 25 years of expertise in building and managing applications across consulting, finance, and various other industries. If you're looking to dive deeper and learn the complete fundamentals of Python, I recommend checking out my Python's beginners course on Udemy. This course offers easy to follow lessons along with quizzes, exercises, and solutions to help reinforce your learning. The course link is shown here and in the video description below. If you have not watched other parts in Learning with Karel the Robot series, I highly recommend you to view them first. Links for other videos are in the description. Here is a quick introduction from part 1. Karel the Robot is a simple robot that lives in a grid-like world. In Karel's world, there are 4 basic directions: north, south, east, and west. Karel can move one step at a time in any of these directions, but it can't walk through walls. Walls are barriers that Karel must navigate around. In addition to walls, there are objects called beepers, which Karel can pick up and put down. Karel knows just 4 basic commands: move, turn left, pick beeper, and put beeper. Using these simple commands, you will learn how to control Karel and solve problems within its world. In this task, Karel has to move all beepers in row 1 to the corner next to the wall on the east side. Let's go to PyCharm. Here we have a Python file move beepers to east wall solution with code to load the initial state, move beepers to east wall start, and 2 helper functions, go home and turn around. You can find these walls and the solution in my GitHub repository. Let's decompose the problem first. So step 1 is to move across the first row. In step 2, Karel looks for a beeper and moves it to the southeast corner. Karel continues until all beepers are moved. Finally, Karel returns home. To move across the first row, let's write the while loop that we have done so many times in the previous videos. So run the program. Okay, so it's working. For step 2, we check for a beeper while moving across the row. To do so, we move step 2 under step 1. If a beeper is present, we move it to the southeast corner. If there is no beeper, Karel should move to the next corner. Here we are going to use an if-else conditional statement. If beepers present, pick up beeper and move to the southeast corner. Else, move to the next corner. If the function beepers present returns true, the code to move beeper will be executed. If there is no beeper, a false value will be returned, which will cause the move statement in the else code block to be executed. Let's write code for the first part. First, pick beeper. Now use the while loop to move all the way to the southeast corner. While front is clear, move. Let's reset and run. So we are good. We can then ask Karel to put down the beeper. We go out of the while loop, put beeper, so reset, run again. So Karel puts down the beeper on the southeast corner. Now after putting down the beeper, what should Karel be doing? The objective is to come back to a corner nearest to the west wall which has a beeper. But the problem is that while traversing towards the west, Karel has no way to figure out which one would be the last corner with a beeper. However, Karel can come all the way back home and start all over again. This way, we can completely avoid the issue of finding a corner with beepers. To go back, let's use the go home function. Now, before we go further, let's clean up the code. We can create a function called move beeper to east and move this whole code block to that function. Now we can remove these two lines. Let's run the program. All beepers are now on the southeast corner. The final step is to move Karel back home. To go back home, we call the go home function. Let's reset the world and run program again. The program runs successfully and achieves the end state. To clean up our code, we can even move the main while loop to a separate function. Let's create a new function called move all beepers. And move this entire code in here. And we're going to call this function. We reset the world and run the program again. All works as before. The code is much cleaner now. Okay, this completes our task for today. Thank you.